A divorce?
Yes, ma'am.
Explain.
I just can't be with somebody that's going to constantly cheat on me and have me raise somebody else's child. Savannah has the right to know, and I have the right to know.
And you love this little girl?
Yes, I love her to death.
Explain to the court how it has been for 3 years to have doubt.
She was having an ex-boyfriend come over while I was at work. I had neighbors tell me he was coming over, and then I started doing the snooping on Facebook, seeing where his location was, looking through her phone, and then we got into an argument one night, and then he showed up, and that's when I knew there was something happening, because why would you call him if we're arguing?
And now you just don't have any trust in this relationship.
No, because from a week after we got married until February of this year, I've been catching her cheating constantly.
A week after you got married?
Yes, John.
Ms. White, have you been cheating?
Yes, but I have abandonment issues because I was adopted.
More than that. More than that.
Welcome to More Than a Dad. Yo, I'm so sorry. Who picked that intro? Welcome to More Than a Dad podcast. I'm your host, Lou Moore. I'm joined by the coolest guy on earth, Dre Moore.
What's good, y'all?
And we got my guy 30 for 30 Earn in the building. What's the deal, baby?
What's up, y'all?
Sorry, yo, that was hilarious, man.
Yo, how he know boy location?
He said for Facebook.
Yeah, he said he was checking on Facebook.
Yo, man, if you got to do all that, cuz you just might as well just put hands and feet on shorty, cuz.
Oh, he go right to More Than a Dad. More Than a Dad.
No, cuz you should just leave, yo.
You shouldn't have been there to begin with, cuz it didn't start a week after y'all got married.
Yeah, that's
it. Didn't start a week after y'all got married.
Bro, it's the I know I got abandonment issues. Like to justify the cheating is crazy.
Yeah, cuz she needed more than one blanket, cuz. I used to say that all the time.
Bro, my man said we got in an argument and she called her ex.
So where did he come? Like to their crib?
Yes.
To their crib?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's a negative. That's a negative, cuz. Nah. Yo. Nah, yo, that's a negative. I ain't even going there. You want to get to the house dad life, bro?
Man, how's dad life, man? I had seen something when I was watching basketball the other night. I think it's Tony Snell.
Yeah, Tony Snell.
I think he's a few games short of getting like benefits and.
Was.
He was short. Oh, they did it.
No, they did not.
No, he's still short.
Anyway,
he didn't make the deadline.
All right, Tony Snell is an NBA player.
But he was a 9-year veteran?
Yeah. And he needed 10 years of, I guess, active service to qualify for some certain medical benefit or whatever.
Right.
So he needed to get signed by a certain date. I forget the date. It was like early February, maybe late January. He needed to get signed by that date to qualify for this medical for his kids.
And he has 2 kids with autism. Am I reading
That's
it?
what they said in the
Right.
video.
So that's super sad, bro. So,
man, listen, they gonna have to go get insurance from the state.
Facts.
He qualified for that. If you got kids with special needs, you can go above the income guidelines or whatever and get what is it, Medicaid? Yeah, it's Medicaid, and go get Medicaid, bro. You get insurance through the state because you got kids with special needs, bro.
Like Charles Barkley and them said, why can't the commissioner just make an exception for him?
Because then I got to make an exception for everybody.
I mean, because how many people are going to fall that close to this? Like that close to the border, the boundary of this?
Once you start playing with that.
Exactly. That's just this scenario. I'm pretty sure other people fall short of other advantages that you get for certain times. And nah, bro. Yeah. Nah. My man was on there begging. and he tried to use his kids to get a job. That's what it looked like to me.
Right.
He tried to use his kids to get on an NBA roster, and I feel like that's nasty.
How long when the last time he been in the league?
I don't know. I don't remember the last time I seen Tony Snell.
Yeah, I don't see him. But he made millions, bro. Millions.
So we don't feel bad for him.
No.
No.
All right, we can move on.
He like upward of like he like upward of double digit M.
He don't feel bad for me. You know what I mean?
He might be upward of like 30 mil. He wasn't like a friend. Like he wasn't like on here like getting. Even if you get 900,000, it's still some bread. But he like upward 30 M's, bro.
Y'all saying y'all don't feel bad. We can move on.
Oh, no. All right, cool.
Because then we all about to be in cahoots on like.
Cool. Now we colluded against him, cuz.
Collusion.
So it was a mother in Michigan, and she was charged. She was her son went on a mass shooting, shot these kids at the school, and she was also charged in connection to the mass shooting because she was a part of her son getting the rifle that he used to carry out this mass shooting.
Make sure you clarify that she bought the gun.
Well, yeah,
Not for him. But she bought the gun and it was in the home, and he took her gun.
Right. Yes. That's why I said she was I didn't say she purchased it. She was a part of the gun.
Okay.
But that wasn't like the only thing she did, right? Didn't they just ignore a bunch of signs and
That's
and
what they
stuff?
said.
Yeah. They ignored a bunch of signs like him getting bullied and all of that stuff. And then he was like taking pictures with the guns and stuff like that.
Y'all think she was rightfully charged?
Yes.
1,000%.
Yeah, I don't think we ever think we can be, get in trouble for our kid that way. Like
I think this is the first case. Yeah. This is the first time this has happened.
That the parents were charged for the kid stealing the parents' gun and go shoot
mass shooting
and shooting the kids in the school.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
bro, because it's like, I mean, that's anything. Like that's regular. Like we've never seen it, but like that's regular, bro. If you lose your gun and you don't report it lost, and somebody go out here and do something with your gun, you go and catch a case for that, bro.
Right.
Like that's why it's it's checks and balances. Like you lose a firearm, you got to report it stolen, lost, whatever. You can't just lose it and blah, blah, lost it, because it's it's people that like, man, if we in a car together driving and you get into an accident and I'm just a passenger in your car, I could sue your insurance if I want to. You was in control, like you was in control of the vehicle. You did, like, those things happen. So like if you purchase a firearm and you want to leave it unlocked and your son go out here and do something crazy with it, like, that's negligent. Like,
bro, I have guns, right? And I don't go and check to see if they're there every day. So,
but they locked.
Yeah.
Who could get in the safe? Do your wife know the password to the safe?
No.
Okay, then. Why would the guns not be there?
Because I have long guns that don't fit in the safe, that are not in the safe.
Is the ammunition in the safe?
No, ammunition here.
We're going to have to readjust where these things are located.
No, I'm just saying, though,
but the long guns ain't loaded in the house.
No.
Right.
I don't keep no loaded guns in the house, but...
The guns in the safe ain't loaded?
No.
Oh.
Carry purposes. Yo, anyway, what I was trying to say was, the point I'm trying to make is that when you have weapons, you may not go lay eyes on them every single day. So like you talking about, you got to report it stolen. It ain't really stolen. My kid took it that day. He wanted to go shoot up the school. You know what I mean? Like I do.
But you are responsible for the accessibility. You are responsible for your kid having that easy access to the weapon and the ammo to carry anything out.
Right.
Anything.
Right. Yeah, right.
And she not the only one getting in charge. They about to bring the dad up on charges too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you can't. Come on, bro. Listen, so...
Yeah, she just getting charged first. The dad he's up. He's up on the docket.
Forward, you might want to lay eyes on the firearms
daily. Right. I will be taking that advice for the internet.
New dad tip. Lay eyes on your firearms daily.
A bigger point, bro. I think we need this. I think America needs this conviction.
Right.
School shootings don't happen like they happen in America around the world.
Right.
We talking about kids killing other kids, and we only see these kids be responsible. No, they kids.
That's a fact.
They kids. I believe America needs these parents to be charged to take a step in the right direction.
You gotta curb some of it.
All right, can I ask a serious question?
What up, buddy?
Because we grew up in the inner city, and we live in a different time, but maybe I'm like conditioned different. You know how kids be feeling like they be being bullied? Like, is bully like physical or verbal? Because like when we was in James Alcorn and somebody was just grinding somebody up, I don't know if you went home like, oh, they was calling me fat today. I felt bullied. I'm gonna go permanently kill them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's how we interpret that, but is there a thin line between somebody bidding on you or you're being bullied or?
Man, in this soft era, bro, it depends on the kid.
It's the same, bro.
Because people teach their kid these trigger words. These trigger words and these like emotional, I'm emotionally affected and it makes me anxious and all of that stuff. So it really just depends on, because just like you said, I don't see it as that way. If somebody grinding you up, they grinding you up. Even if it's you not playing. Even if I'm not like enjoying what's happening.
Right.
You're not getting bullied.
Yeah.
What's bullied? Like getting jumped? Like
no, it's like Ernst.
No, you can be verbally. You could be verbally.
It's like what Ernst saying. Like it's just soft now, bro. Like people just soft. So like, and it also really depends on like outside of the fact that we live in this soft generation. It also depends on like how you were raised and what you was up around. So like a lot of us that especially like I can only speak for like African Americans from like inner city. We grew up around like people grinding you. Like it's not abnormal for somebody to grind you up, bro.
You up, make fun of you,
and on top of it, like we all got cousins. Like you was around your cousins. Like they was making jokes. Like they was cracking jokes on you. Like that's what we was pranking each other. We was doing stuff. So none of this stuff was like abnormal. Like so like if somebody was to do it to you in school, like I seen that before. You know what it is? It's like you said all the time. Like you have like a overly emotional response to some normal behavior.
Right.
Like it's normal for kids to like tease you. It's normal for kids to like, yo, you got on bobos. Yo, he's getting teased for wearing sweatpants and stuff. Jeans don't got no pockets. Just pants got no pockets. They call them and bobos and all that. Like that was normal. Right. So like you couldn't say that to me and make me say like, yo, I'm about to go get a gun and go shoot up the school because of that.
It's crazy. My brother's wife, her whole family, their love, I hate to say love language, but that's a form of endearment in a family is to be grinding each other up.
Bro, that's some black people stuff, bro. Like that's
it's
what black people
it's a normal thing. If we not bidding and like cracking jokes on each other, then it's not love. And that's like how her side of the family operate, and I love that for them. You know what I mean?
Say that's love. That sounds
like
that great to me.
That's how but that's what it is. Like that's regular. Like you ain't never see your man like, yo, get your over here. Like that's.
Bro, I might have wanted to like punch somebody or something, but I don't think I never wanted to kill them because they were making fun of me.
Yeah, because like I said, it's like an overly emotional response for something that's regular.
I'm just trying to really figure out what the hell is bullying. Like somebody taking your lunch money, somebody stuffing you in the locker,
bro. They could just be coming and calling. Yo, they could just say, yo, you do fat every day, bro.
Oh, they call me fat every day. I need an AK tomorrow. Like, what are we talking about?
So if you feel like you being bullied, I guess you could say it's. I don't see it that way, but
somebody.
If it's you could. If you feel that way, you can't tell. You already know you can't tell somebody how they feel about something.
Yeah, right.
If I feel like I'm being bullied, you can't tell me that I'm not being bullied.
Right. Yeah.
It's a tough world out here, bro. Right now,
just gotta get thick skin, man. In other cases around America. There's a 10-year-old girl that was she convicted yet or was she being tried? I don't know.
She was in court.
She was in court. I don't know if she's convicted or not yet. But she's in court for first-degree murder. She's a 10-year-old girl. She was holding an infant child. She dropped the infant child. The infant child was crying, wouldn't stop crying. So she decided to stomp on the infant child's head to make the child stop crying. It killed the child. So she's being charged with first-degree murder. That's what happened.
That's what she said happened.
That's what she said happened. We don't know if she just killed the baby.
Right.
Are we okay with a 10-year-old going to jail for murder?
If it's murder,
like she should be charged for this. If this is true, she should be charged for this.
If I'm the parents of that kid, absolutely. If I'm the parents, too, bro. Yeah. If I'm the parent of the baby that was killed, then yes, I feel that way. if it's my kid, I'm probably gonna try to beg for some leniency or something just because it's my kid, not because.
What about the adult that was supposed to be there with the 10-year-old? Because she wasn't supposed to be the primary person watching.
I agree.
Primary person watching this kid.
I agree.
true.
That person absolutely should get reprimanded also, but that don't even make
You said
sense.
reprimanded. Do that mean jail time, or or that mean just get fired from work or whatever it was?
It absolutely can mean jail time because I didn't entrust this 10-year-old with my 7-month-old baby, however old
Right.
It was an infant though.
It was an infant. Yeah.
I didn't entrust my baby to this 10-year-old. I entrusted it to
the nearest adult.
exactly. So absolutely, it could. I'm not mad at jail time for that adult.
So do she get like a juvie life sentence, or do she get like a life sentence?
I think she'll get it.
She gonna get probably juvie life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She, like,
But them, if it's my baby, I don't know if that's enough for me.
I mean,
The video said there was an imprint on this kid's head.
yeah. I mean,
That don't even make sense. That you dropped the baby is crying, so you stomped on the baby's head to make them stop crying.
that's crazy.
You can't. That don't make sense.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's definitely nuts.
She panicked, bro. That make her sick.
No, like
She ain't panic. She lying.
Right? You think something else happened?
Yes.
Cause who just do that?
You think she taking the body for
No,
another
No,
adult?
I think she
she might
intentionally
be
meant to
trying-
hurt
yeah.
that baby. Didn't mean to kill the baby, but she intentionally meant to hurt that baby, and the baby died.
Like sometimes, like you could do things that's heinous even if you're young. Like that's just what it is. Like like kids think like that. Like I got my ass think like that sometimes. Like he don't do like heinous stuff, but like say like me, like I was yelling at Ash about something and like I stubbed my toe. Like it's been times that he'd be like, "That's what you get, Dad." Like he was cool with like, "Oh, you got hurt." You know what I'm saying? Like you was yelling at me and you hurt yourself.
I got a good example. Like we got Coco now. Like the kids might pull on her to see if she'll hurt. Like they'll
Right.
see how far they can go to hurt the dog.
Yeah.
Facts.
But if they end up here like really killing Coco, do we be like, damn, man, he's sick? Like, you know what I mean? Do we really be like,
But I mean, I guarantee you whoop his ass.
right?
Like you gotta, but there's that. I'm not saying that like all kids do but there's a point of like, there's some devious thoughts. Like I might poke at that to see, like you know what I'm saying, like
See how far it can go.
like how far it could go. Maybe it didn't go as far as killing, but like I was trying to like get this off. You get what I'm saying?
I
Like,
find myself explaining death to Manny so much more today than ever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, stop doing this to Coco. You can kill her. He'd be like, I could kill her?
yeah. Listen, you gotta let him know.
Like, yeah, like, don't do that, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
no, because you don't like, and it's also like that's also it also fall back on the parents, like how Aaron was saying, because like death not real to kids all the way, kind of like they play games. I died on the game, like I'm playing Mario and I jumped in the fire and died, and then Mario came back. He had lives. You get what I'm saying? Like, so they gotta understand like this permanent. So like a part of that do play into the parent, like, yo, you can't be gentle with the kid. Like even like when Ash, like, you know, Ash rough, like even when he real gentle with babies. Now he's just very gentle with babies. But like he used to be real rough with them. And it's like, yo, chill, don't be rough with her like that. Like stop. Like you could hurt her, you drawing. Like now he's like, I wouldn't say he's overly gentle, but Ash not gentle with nobody. But like with babies, he's really like gentle with babies. But that was something as a kid we always used to tell him, like, yo, chill, don't move her like that, or don't pick the baby up like that, like you could hurt the baby. And now he's conscious of it. So like if you're not like having these conversations with your kids and doing them things, like they might be out here, you know, hurting little kids. And unfortunately for her, you know, the baby died, but somebody got to answer for that. Like I can't, as the parent of the baby that died, I can't just be like, oh, your daughter's 10 is cool. I can't just say that. I can't just be like, I don't care. No, like, my baby's gone. I'll never see my child again. Now your baby gone too.
And the part for me is it ain't even like she dropped the baby and the baby hit the head and the baby died
On accident.
That's that's one thing. That accidents happen. It was an imprint of this little girl's shoe in
Like
this
how
baby's
hard
head.
it is.
Absolutely not.
And you know why?
Absolutely not.
And you know, probably make me agree with Ern about like she probably lying. The state charged her with first degree murder, which means in order for her to get convicted, they got to prove premeditation of the murder, so they know something. Otherwise, they would have charged her with something that's easier to convict, like manslaughter, something that's accidental, or second degree murder. You mean they charged her first degree, so they know something that's a little bit more concrete that they can convict her on. So something definitely was going on there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Move on, bro.
No.
Ready?
Yeah.
The NBA just took a major loss today. This is Andrew Wiggins. This is his wife, Thotty Wiggins. To cheat on this man is crazy. To cheat on this man after he married you is insane. To cheat on this man with his best friend is wow. To cheat on this man and not use protection with his best friend is even crazier. To not make his best friend pull out is ridiculous. To actually have the baby is flabbergasting. But this last piece right here, to cheat on this man and make him think that the baby is his, blasphemy.
This is all speculation.
Yeah. None of this is confirmed.
None of this is confirmed.
None of this
That's
is
not
confirmed.
So what was it last season that
He
Wiggins?
took a leave of absence for personal reasons.
Yeah.
And all of these stories and things started to come out about like what was really going on behind the scenes. But he never came out and spoke on it. None of the parties have come out and spoke on it. So it's totally speculation. But if it's real,
It's crazy.
it's just insane, yo.
All right, so Andrew Wiggins, who is a member of the Golden State Warriors, NBA champion, supposedly he has a wife and a toddler daughter. Supposedly, his toddler daughter is really his man's daughter.
Which is wild.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
he
need
didn't
I'm gonna need
know.
a leave for absence from work from that too, yo.
Listen, supposedly his wife has been sleeping with his man for who knows how long, and the baby is really his.
Man, I'm going to need a leave of absence from freedom. Because,
Bro, he need a DNA test, bro.
Listen, bro, basketball over. I'm not coming back.
Bro,
I'm going to jail.
Yes, y'all gonna see me in orange jumpsuits, cuz ain't no leave of absence from work, cuz it's gonna be leave of absence from outside. Next time y'all gonna see me, I'm gonna be shooting hoops in the yard, cuz that's it.
What you gonna do? Get rid of her and him?
All parties involved, cuz.
1,000%.
1,000%.
All part.
Bro, you talking about Wig bought his man. Like,
Right.
we from the hood. We from whatever.
Right.
He brought his man into his inner circle. Brought him around his wife. And then now y'all got a relationship. And then I married this girl.
Right.
A girl who I loved and I thought
name
loved
is
me and
God.
cared for me. And y'all got a relationship and y'all had a baby
And act like it was mine.
while I'm out here carrying it? While I'm out here bringing
Right,
in
and
tens of millions of... No,
And you know,
bro.
like, what if he looking out for his man too? Like,
What if he
now-
bought his man a car?
Right, bought his man a crib, car, anything. That's my man. He with me all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, had to
He might have gave him a little, you know, they sometimes like all these famous people be having like their friends around, they give them like fake titles and money and stuff like that. Like, oh, just do like he could have been like my road manager or something, like manage this and could have been giving him money on the books.
And not to mention the way the laws is set up for child support that we know.
Right.
Wig is probably on the child
On the birth certificate.
on the birth certificate. He's listed as her legal biological
Right.
parent.
Wait, if I get the DNA test and it ain't mine, I can't get that switch?
You still got to go through the process.
Right.
Of getting it switched.
Yeah.
But you still got to pay child support
Yeah.
until we get it
Until
figured
we
out.
Get it fixed. Until as the DNA, all of that till they get fixed. But on
She wouldn't be able to prove that he don't take care of that baby,
But
though.
either way, it don't.
Right.
But listen, even if he was the lead, even if she was the lead, she could get paid for it. That's his wife. She gonna get,
Facts.
she could run off with his man.
That's his
still
wife,
and get
and
paid.
on paper, that's his baby.
Yeah, all his
I
hands.
think I agree with you guys now.
Exactly.
I don't see
Y'all
no way
gotta
out.
go.
Yeah.
Random question.
gotta go.
I know it's common in movies. I just
Man,
want to get your take on
Bronco.
it.
And the Bronco.
Yeah, we don't condone nothing that happened.
Man, the juice is loose.
Listen, I wanted to compare that to something. You know how like in movies, sometimes it's real common that like the guy dies and then the wife starts dealing with like his close friend or
After
something.
the fact.
Yeah. Do y'all think how heinous do y'all think that is?
It's actually common, bro.
It is common.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even really know if I really look at that as like heinous.
Yeah, I don't think it's heinous. I don't like it. And if I was in the situation, I wouldn't like. If I was the kid of the deceased parent, I really wouldn't like it. But it happens a lot.
But why does it happen? I just want to make sure I'm explaining this right for the
you know
listeners.
why? Because like because somebody is grieving and then somebody is there, and now they're two
trauma
people.
bonding.
Right? It's
That's
two
what they
people of the
call it.
opposite sex. It's like, I know it's gonna sound super wild, yo. Don't cancel me, but it's like if like Vanessa Bryant was hanging out with Pau Gasol all the time. Like, and they just developed their relationship. They both love the same person. They're both sad, but they're around each other every day. So now it's like I'm leaning and crying on your shoulder, and we, like Aaron said, like trauma bonding.
It's trauma. That's
We
what it
together.
is. It's trauma bonding.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but at the same time, we're male and female. We're not.
Yo,
the
y'all
same
ain't
sex.
watched This Is Us?
No.
I didn't watch it.
Bro,
Nah.
This Is Us is probably one of
It's
the
the same.
best.
It's going on in this.
That's what the show is.
Oh.
The dad died. The mom, she got the triplets. She ended up marrying the dad's best friend.
Yeah.
What if it was the dad's brother? Is it still wrong?
To me, it's all nasty, but it's common.
Yeah, it's definitely. You can't marry my brother.
Yeah. All right.
You know why? Especially if we got kids, because now it's like you like uncle stepdad. Like,
I'm definitely, if you Uncle George, I'm definitely not.
yeah. You
And now
can't,
nah.
You can't marry my mom.
No.
Like, nah. Yeah. Random fun fact. Now I'm thinking about that. Yo, all my dad's kids. I mean, like my dad and them. They are direct cousins. Like with they cut. Like, you know, like you got cousins on your mom's side and cousins on your dad's side. Their cousins are the same on their mom and dad's side. Cause
Because they from the South.
no, not because they from the South. My dad and my dad's brother, they married two sisters.
Oh, true.
So all their cousins are the same.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, bloodline strong. And other basketball news, LeBron James is old as hell. He's been in the league so long that he's played against many sets of fathers and sons.
Which is wild. When you look at the list,
It's like Gary Payton.
when you
Gary
look at the
Payton
list,
Jr.
it's really wild.
Yo, and why NBA players can't name their kids nothing other than Junior?
Because I need people to know. That's
Listen,
me.
you really at the height of your game. Don't you want a successor? You want a legacy?
Yeah, I'm like, it's mad Juniors.
Bro, why you name your son Junior?
His mom wanted to do that.
For real?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was totally her decision. I didn't want to do that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Learn something about your friends every day.
I mean, I didn't want to name my son the third. I'm a junior. I didn't want to name my son the third.
I'm a junior.
Yeah.
I didn't name any though.
Was you gonna have a third? Would you?
No, not now that I got this new concept we're doing. No,
Oh.
the next kid I would have would name would probably start with a D.
Oh. Loved.
Yeah.
All right, so listen to some of the father son combos that LeBron has faced in his career. He's played against Gary Payton and Gary Payton II, Rick Brunson and Jalen Brunson, Jabari Smith Jr., Kenya Martin Jr., Adrian Griffin, his son AJ Griffin, Gary Trent Jr., Glenn Robinson III. Glenn Robinson Jr. Glenn Robinson and Glenn Robinson III, Samaki Walker, Jabari Walker, Glenn Rice Jr. Bro, that's like 10 sets of father sons.
Bro came in the league at a good time. Cause
Like-
LeBron, you know what is crazy though, and I don't know if it's just, and we had that conversation too the other day about more athletes. We are seeing more professional athletes, kids become professional athletes
That's a fact.
than we've ever seen before.
That's
Right.
a fact.
So like LeBron isn't the longest tenured NBA player. He's probably played at the longest at that level.
Yeah.
But it's dudes like Cole played 20 years in the league.
Kareem.
Vince played
Kareem,
23.
Vince, Dirk.
Yeah.
A lot they played 20, 21 years in the league, but LeBron is like in the league while we're seeing this boom of professional athletes' kids become NBA become pros. So now it's like, oh, he played against all these dads and sons, which is super. Well, he played against a lot of coaches. This is like his coach now, Darvin Ham. He played against him.
Exactly.
Tyronn Lue, who was his coach before, he played against. Like he's played against a lot of these dudes who are now don't even play ball. No, Jason Kidd, like a lot of these dudes that don't even play ball no more, they coach, and he's played against them. You know what I'm saying?
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's just it's LeBron.
Bro, that just makes me feel old.
That's a fact that he's old.
Right.
In other news, this happened here in Philadelphia. It was an infant that was left alone in a daycare all night. But not all night, but they left the baby alone in the daycare. So these two parents, they get off work, wherever they come from, they go to the daycare to pick up their infant daughter. And when they get to the daycare, the gates is down and the daycare is closed and the lights are off. And it's like, oh my God, where's my baby at? And the workers have all left for the day. And now, so they had to call the police to get the police to come to open the daycare up. And they opened up and stuff, and the baby's inside alone. Like they just left, like they didn't do a head count or something. And they left the baby inside. Like, what do you do, like, as those parents?
What if the cops said we're not opening it and the baby was in there all night?
Nah, they got to.
Yeah, you got to. Somebody got to.
Because it could have been like, yo, what if the baby went home with somebody else? Or what if they thought...
you might have think that, right?
But I guess they eliminated the problem X first, meaning check the facility.
Right.
But say they didn't check the facility, bro. That would be crazy. They'd be like, if people arrived there in the morning and the baby was still strapped in a car seat in that room.
Yeah, it's just hard to do. With
I think the baby would live to the morning, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
Overnight?
probably.
Yeah, probably overnight, for sure. It's hard to do with, like... Then like now we got different levels of negligence. Like if the baby was able to make it to the morning, like that mean like the parents ain't come to get him.
Or they just went and looked elsewhere.
Or they looked
elsewhere. I mean, I can see where they eventually got back to. Let's just check the facility, the daycare facility.
Because then you're gonna try to get in touch with whoever run this and all of that. But
I honestly don't know what I would do.
Before you even get there on what you would do, I don't know how this happens. Without somebody consciously, like, do you mistaken, like what? I need an explanation.
Right, like the baby was already sitting in the car seat.
It's just personal negligence. It's just negligence on one person's part. Because at daycares or at schools, period, kids are in classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kids are in groups or kids are in classes. If in Miss Smith class she got 4 infants, she just messed up the count.
Yeah, but how do we leave and not notice?
Maybe the baby's asleep.
Who's her manager? Who's in the other classroom? The baby ain't cried this whole time?
Well, and at that point, I was thinking about the crying, but if the baby sleep, like Ernst said, it's staggered at that point. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody don't leave at the same time. So, like, there's somebody that's waiting, last man, whoever. But even in that, like, how you just, like, you would know who the last kid's here waiting to get picked up.
They never said, and this is what I was thinking when I first seen it, were they late picking them up? Did they come after it was, over? But my thing is, does it really even matter?
I was about to say, that don't matter. That don't matter at all.
If you late, then you just charge me the $1 per minute or whatever it is for being late to come, because that's what it is. When you late, they charge you like $1 per minute or whatever. You just charge the fee. Now, unless somebody... And this is like some total like just unless somebody just was like, man, I'm going home.
Nah, and I can't bring myself to believe that's what happened. Not saying that it can't,
but what else? What else do we got?
It's just negligent. Because if it's Miss Smith class and she's been working here for 7 years, I've never had to check on her before, because I'm pretty sure one of the administrators leave once everybody else leaves. Like, once all classes are cleared, all teachers leave, then I leave.
Well, it depends. All daycares don't be like that. That's what I'm saying. Some of them, it just to be one person left behind. They don't have to be like an administrator or like a director or somebody like that. It'd just be like the designated closer today.
If you close in the building, at what point do you call the parents, like, where are you? We're closing.
You're running late.
I'm telling you, it got to be a mess up on one person's.
That's what I'm saying.
On one person.
Somebody said the room was cleared, so
exactly.
Now everybody else
said the room was clear. Oh, I get what you're saying. Like, say they put all the kids in one area that's late, and then like that kid just didn't get moved to that area.
Yes.
So then when all the late kids or whatever got picked up, then that person just locked up and left.
Yes.
Yes.
And they forgot that kid was asleep in
Yes.
Miss Shirley room or whoever. It was.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It got to be a
That's
screw up
plausible.
on one person's
That's
fault.
plausible. Still some.
It
That's
is.
plausible.
And I'm still suing.
That's
Everybody got to pay.
That's a fact. My dad will have your ass.
Exactly.
That's a fact. So this is of a video that Lou sent to the chat. There was a guy, and he was on there. He was basically just talking about the percentage of dads that are unliked by their children. So he was saying that 70% of fathers are not liked by their kids, but the kicker in that is, and that's like by act like when you active, like 70% of active fathers' kids do not like them. And the wild part in that is he said only 50% of kids who fathers aren't in their life dislike the fathers.
I thought that was deep, bro. Because you know what it really is? What Ern say, mom comes up with the rules, we enforce the rules. When you gotta be like the enforcer, you not like, bro. Like when you don't have to be a authoritarian to be like, you have the standard, you hold the standard, you hold them accountable. It's just like the other situation we were just talking about with you got chores over here, you ain't got chores at home. Like it's hard to be that person. You know, I think dads get a bad rap because some dads be like, yo, you fun dad. And mom be like, I got to do all the job, the parent job stuff. It's the same thing here. Like, I think a lot of people don't like they quote unquote dad because dad hard on you. Dad gonna shoulder you tough love. Dad gonna, 9 times out of 10, that's dad rule. You know what I mean? Dad provides tough love. Dad's the one that's hard on it. Dad gonna make me go to basketball when I don't want to. Because that going to build you up to be something. And I think that's not a favorable spot to be in. And the flip side of that is to like the dad that wasn't present is crazy. And to take that risk of being a dad that is present and that 70% of kids don't like their present pop is crazy.
I mean, when you're absent, you just don't got nothing to judge it off of.
But it's still a flip of a coin. You're talking about 50%. Like I could like and not like my dad in the flip of a coin if he wasn't here. But if he is here, 70% of us don't like our present pops.
I mean, yeah, that's a interesting number, but I can understand. I'm just unaffected. Like if my pop wasn't here, I could hate him because he's not here, or I cannot care because I made it. I made it here. Well, my mom is doing great. My mom is doing a great job. So I'm not giving him the energy of not liking him.
Right.
It is what it is. So I could definitely understand that. But that 70%,
that number is high.
That 70% is crazy.
That's a high number.
But we not in we not.
I mean, I could see it. It's believable because like a lot of people just don't like a lot of people pops be around. They just don't be banging with their pop. Like I see it. Like I've seen it. But it's just like you said.
And
like
it's also probably an unfair number. Going back to the other video where the mother and the father was talking about
the
chastisement of the kid. That kid could just not like their dad because they dad make them do chores.
Yeah, right.
Or
it's
they
facts.
get in trouble when they do something bad that they don't usually get in trouble for.
Right.
So that that number is. We talking about kids.
Inflated.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. You could just grow up like me who pop just don't care. So we don't have no beef.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only reason I put that in there is that you call yourself trying and being present, but then like, Manny could be like, man, daddy's the one that always tell me no, and I don't like daddy for that.
Exactly.
And
that's the risk you run when being involved. Like that's like Aaron was saying, like not being involved is just like you said, it's a flip of a coin. It could go either way. I could care, I could not care. It depends. Plus, people yearn. You know what it is? People will yearn for something that they don't have faster than like they'll yearn for something they don't have and then like be against something that they do have. Like people will do that. Like it's like my mom and them had this fear like telling me about like my biological mom because they had this fear like, yo, I would want to go live with her over there. Like maybe it's easier for him to be over there, or maybe he'll like it more over there. He'll want to go over there, even though I never felt that way. But like they used to think that, like they think that I would yearn to want to be somewhere else if I got upset here.
They let their imagination control
Right, exactly. But like
judgment.
Right. So like people, but I could be like, but I never lived over there. So me being a kid, I could look at it and be like, dang, the grass might be green over there. Maybe I want to go over there and do that. Versus like, but I'm at home and they giving me at home, and I'm like, man, I don't want to be here. I hate it here. You get what I'm saying? But because that's the unknown, then I could yearn for the unknown because I don't know it. So I could see how you could hate something more that you're in versus you hating something you don't know.
So I got a question. Do y'all care if y'all hate it by your kids?
No.
If y'all doing the best to raise young, respectable young adults and to provide, are y'all care? Do y'all care that y'all hate it?
I don't. I don't need my kids like me.
It's something I think about. I seen another video about like how like dad don't really get thank you and like appreciation until like kids are way older. And I don't know if that's gonna be good enough for every dad. Like every dad isn't putting in the work they're putting in today to be like, yo, he gonna say thank you in 40 years. And I don't think that's like real motivating for a man to do all the sacrifices that men have to do to have that delayed appreciation.
Yeah, but I think that's life. I think not even that.
No, it's not life, because when you look at mom,
that's not true, bro. Because me and my mom have that relationship today.
Right.
Me and my mom was the disciplinarian, authoritarian, and everything in my crib. My dad let me do what I want all the time. Me and my mom bump heads every day as kids. My mom was the one. She was the only one that beat me. The only one that ever put me on punishment. The only person that ever took things away. When I got older, we then had them conversations like, yo, I understand what you was trying to do. I look at my friends and I look at how things turned out for them, and I look at how things turned out for me. And then me and my mom, today we are tighter than we ever been. It depends on the type of the person that parent, that relationship that you have with the kid. I guess 90% of the time is more dad, but the person that's hard on the kid is going to get the benefit later. That's just a people thing. If you grow up and it's just your mom and you don't even have a dad and it's a single mom and she hard, eventually at some point you're gonna be in the same boat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I sometimes you just got to remember what the job is. The job is to be their parent and not their friend. And the friend stuff is gonna be you tell them yes and you make it easy for them, and you give them all these crutches. Saying no is gonna teach them the independence, problem solve by themselves, and you may not be their friend or likable that much or whatever. So
I don't care.
Yeah.
If I'm out here and I'm doing what I need to do to make sure you good and make sure you got what you need, and I'm teaching you the values that I believe that you need to be a respectable young man or young woman, I don't care if you like me.
Yeah. No,
I don't care at all.
I'm worried about that, guys. Listen, because you could be liked and then your life could be.
Was that a Raisin in the Sun? What's the movie with Denzel? When he had that crazy dialogue with his son, and he was like, "Why don't you like me?" And he was like,
Fences.
Fences.
I ain't gotta
said,
like you.
Why I gotta like you? He said, you sleep in my house, you eat all my food. I don't gotta like you. I'm doing what I gotta do. I'm doing what I gotta do, bro. I don't care if you like me or not.
No, that's facts. That's facts. Listen, in other news, an inspiring social media influencer moved to Houston and failed at becoming an influencer, and now she's homeless with her kids.
Just give me my kids and let you go chase your dream, yo. Like, why my
No,
kids?
she wanted to be like Will Smith on the pursuit of happiness.
Go chase your dream of being an influencer and leave me with my kids. Why I gotta hear about the kids and you are homeless in Houston because you failed at making it on the internet? Like, leave me with my kids if that's an option.
Bro, I don't feel no sympathy for this lady.
Yeah, me neither.
Because they said she didn't even have like a plan. She just got up and went to Houston. And said, oh, because it's a bunch of influencers out Houston, it's a better opportunity. She didn't set nothing up before she went to Houston.
Oh, yeah. As the dad, you just let her leave? I mean, you can't really stop somebody. They roll out with the kids.
Or she might have
Custody?
babies with people who don't care.
Oh, seem like the type.
Listen, I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, no, you just can't put your kids in like bad situations. Like I feel like we all like
Man, she should be on the unfit parent section. She should be on
She
the
unfit.
She should be on the unfit parent segment.
No, we got other unfits, cuz.
It's crazy.
Definitely on the unfit. Yeah, you just can't put your kids in bad situations, man. Like how we was talking previously about like kid got shot and he pulled out the gun. Like, you know, like that's just like he had that reaction because his kid was there. Well, Ern said he just was trying to find something to shoot, but he can lean on the fact that having that reaction because my kid was here. So like sometimes if you're gonna move in a certain way for your kids, then you gotta not move in a certain way for your kids. Like you can't be out here like, man, I'll fight a kid over my kid and then be like, yo, I'll go make my kid homeless so I can make it on the internet. Like you gotta move. Like at all times, you gotta make a decision either for your kids, like or you gotta not make the decision that's gonna hurt your kids. Right. Like that's it. Your new dad tip, bro.
All right, so I seen this video. I don't want to bring it up, and I don't want to play it, but it really was about a boyfriend. A boyfriend wasn't the child's father, so he was with a girl. And we good?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
No, so it was a boyfriend who was arguing with the mother, and he was going at her, and the 2-year-old or whatever then like was looking at him funny, and he like uppercutted the kid. He started beating up the kid like, you want to fight? So he fought the kid, and he eventually killed him. New dad tip: don't take out your frustration with your partner on the kids.
He uppercutted the 2-year-old.
Yeah, he started fighting the kid. You know, he ended up causing enough injuries to kill him. So I guess the kid was like looking at him. He was like, "What you looking at?" He was just like mad, bugged out.
Bro, this not the unfit parent section.
This is unfit.
Okay.
It's not.
I thought you said new dad tip.
Oh, it is new dad tip. Yeah. So anyway, so basically, what I'm saying in the story is, the woman
definitely unfit as well.
The woman got into a fight with her boyfriend, and he took it out on her son, who was a toddler.
So it wasn't his kid though.
It wasn't his kid.
See?
So
you gotta watch who the fuck you be like messing with.
And this is what I'm talking about. Who you bring around your kids?
And he put hands and feet on the young boy.
Nah, bro.
So wait, what's the new dad tip?
The new dad.
Don't take out your frustration in the fight on the kids.
On children.
See, I'll be looking at these situations so different, bro. My new dad tip would be for the mom.
The new mom tip.
Vet who you bring around your kids.
Yes.
Point blank, period.
Listen.
Do more than liking somebody to bring them around your children.
Yo, get into it. Yo, I don't even know what I would do if my baby mom got into an argument with her boyfriend and he just decided he was going to treat my 2-year-old.
And killed them.
That's cool. It's going to be more bodies down there with you, son.
That's a fact. Somebody going to jail.
Yeah, I'm going to see my son.
It ain't you, and it ain't her. Somebody in this situation going to jail.
Nah, cuz he going to have some company, son. Definitely send you some company.
Vet who y'all bring around y'all children, please.
Yeah. Now, in this elongated section of unfit parents,
we had 3 nominees today.
Right.
The official unfit parenting.
This was crazy.
Yo, you got the vid, yo. You got to play the vid, cuz.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you got to play the vid.
Because I can't say these words.
Yeah. 30 for 30 Aaron on the video.
Ain't my ass, he wanna switch. Now I'm eating his ass.
Maybe it's because I'm getting older. But I don't get it. Can anybody out there make sense of this video? I need to hear the best excuse you got. How do we continuously have a group of us that just don't get it? Our kids have to go to school with other kids being raised like this. How do you fix the problem with parents that are having kids that aren't supposed to be parents? If the nonsense is passed down from one generation to the next generation intentionally, what are we to do? Somebody please help me make sense of this, because this is ridiculous.
All right, so in the video, it had the caption at the top. It was like, "Yeah, when you ain't got no friends, so you tell your kids everything." And it was this young mom talking to her kid. Let's say the kid was like 5 or 6, and it was just a meme of like, I'm telling my kids everything like I would be telling my girlfriends. And then the song that's playing is like, I'm eating his ass.
Saying inappropriate things to your kids. Man.
Because you don't have friends.
Exactly.
Your kids ain't your friends. That's the difference. Yo, man, you know how many times you hear that as a kid growing up, like from your mom or whoever, like, I'm not your friend.
I'm not your friend.
I'm not your friend.
Man, I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, like you gotta, like,
I'm
kids.
the parent, you the kid.
Facts. Some things you just shouldn't be like, but that's just generational. Like, man, I don't have no discretion of what I expose my kids to. But then be trying to figure out why your kids be out here doing anything and everything because you expose your kids to anything and everything. It's just, and I don't even know if it's just like because like generations just got younger and younger. Or like I don't know, like the grandmom is the age of the mom and all of that, or like, or same like even with the guys like. We just not, or they not mature enough to like understand like the consequences of these things, but it's got to be stopped.
But we'll act so surprised when that little girl is pregnant at 13 or something. Be like, where'd she get this from? Like, it ain't got to look too far.
Yeah.
Mom was in there talking about what she was doing with X, Y, and Z guy when she was 6. Yeah, she learned quick.
You better get you some friends or get you a diary. You know what I'm saying? Get you a diary.
They can't read and write neither. You asking them to do something?
It, man. I'm just saying. I'm trying to circumvent the situation.
Get you chat GBT.
Come on, cuz. Chill, cuz.
Get you some AI to write you a diary.
You got to do something. Don't expose your kids to everything, man.
What else you got, bro?
Ask Lou and Dre.
Ask Lou and Dre. All right, this from Kareem. Dear Lou and Dre, my baby mom and I are not together and are co-parenting. She loves buying my son the most expensive diapers. When she asks me to get diapers, I buy the regular diapers.
Like Pampers. The Pampers brand.
Yeah, I buy the regular Pampers brand because that's what I can afford. How do I handle her wanting to buy the best and most organic things for our son, even if they are outside of my budget?
She want that, she got to buy it herself. You got to get it yourself. Yeah. What, I got to come up with the extra diaper money, bro?
I think this is a hill you going to die on.
Yeah, you got to come up with the extra diaper money, bro.
Nah, bro, because you can't do what you can't do.
Right.
I can't do what I can't do. But you can't.
We got to have a compromise.
Exactly.
Somewhere. We have to compromise.
You co-parent it. So say you get your kid one week, they get the kid the next week. When she got the kid, they got organic diapers. They eating organic.
Yo, I'm not doing. Food. Listen, I'm dying on this hill. Cause I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing
that, bro. So, because I've had this discussion before with. I can't say I'm baby, not mine, but anyway, I've been in this situation where it's like, oh, I do this with him when he's at my house. He's getting up at this time and he's eating this. Man, listen, I'm not doing. What do he do at your crib? What do he do at your crib? When I bring him back, he nutrition, then he not dead. That's it.
Does that make you a bad dad?
No,
absolutely not.
It's just that you're not doing what she does.
Yeah, I'm not a prisoner to your regimen.
I'm not a prisoner to your thought process. Now, if I was doing something negligent or something that was going, like, say this is the only way we entertaining it. All right, say you get the kid organic diapers or whatever, or the natural diapers that you wash, all of that stuff, and then like I put the kid in some Pampers and like the kid had the craziest diaper rash every time, and something was happening to the kid.
From a health perspective.
Yes. Then we can entertain that. But if it's just strictly because like this what you like and this what you, I'm not doing that, bro.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
If you want the kids in the organic,
send them over. Send them. To
I was about to say then
send them to my crib.
You send them.
But
if you want me to get, and you just gotta be stern in that. If you want me to get the Pampers, this is what I'm getting. Right. If you do not like that, I can give you the money that I was gonna spend. You can buy whatever Pampers that you wanted to buy.
Right.
But if you want me to get them, this is what I'm getting. Because this is what I can afford.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Period.
It's the same thing with the food with me. Like if you feeding him a certain thing, send him with the food.
Yeah,
send him with the food. If you don't send him with the food, then I'm gonna feed him
Exactly.
what I want to feed him or what I have to feed him.
Right. Yeah.
Or what I, better yet, what I can afford to feed him.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's different. Like even like with Ash, like Ash only drink almond milk. Regular milk make him sick. I drink regular milk. So like if he was to be with me, like, and I would have to
accommodate.
I would have to accommodate and give him the almond milk. I'm not gonna not give him the almond milk because I'm gonna have to figure out a way to afford it because I know this is gonna make him sick. But if it's just like, yo, I just prefer that he have that, no. Like if it's not detrimental, then like no, like we can come to some sort of compromise. But like if it's something detrimental, then no, I mean we could. I'm not gonna do it. But if it's just something regular, no, I'm yeah, figure it out on your own.
I
I'm
agree.
afford what I can afford, yo.
Now tell Kareem we appreciate that question because that was real.
Yeah, no,
that's
absolutely.
something real. Good luck with that, homie.
Yeah, you figure that out, cuz don't get punched on, bro.
I was just lying and say, yeah, I got them diapers. Leave me alone.
How they gonna know so you actually send them home and forget to take one of them Jones off.
Right, damn.
Yeah.
Process. You got to process all
Cause
that.
I done did stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing and then forgot to like button it up at the end. Like, yo, you wasn't supposed to be doing that. Listen.
Yeah, bro.
No, that's a fact. I think that's it, bro.
We want to thank y'all for tuning in. Hopefully y'all enjoying the pod, man. I know I'm enjoying doing it. Make sure you share the pod with any expecting dads, new dads.
Give us some feedback on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Oh yeah. If you listen to our podcast on Apple and Spotify, leave us a review. You know, it definitely help us out, keep us high in the algorithms.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that. Until next time.
We out.
Join the More Than a Dad family by following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to join our Facebook group for daily questions, motivation, dad jokes, and new dad tips. If you enjoy our podcast, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Be sure to like, comment, and share our content with other parents. Last but not least, make sure you check out our new merch. The link is in the bio of our Instagram as well as the description of this YouTube video. We are truly grateful, and thanks for supporting More Than a Dad.
More than a dot, more than a dot.